Verizon and Vodafone can hear each other now. Hello and welcome to the Deal Report. I'm Jeff Kanige. The two telecom giants had been talking on and off about their joint ownership of Verizon Wireless for most of the last decade. Over the Labor Day weekend, the talks finally resulted in a deal. Verizon is paying a total of $130 billion, mostly in cash and stock, to acquire Vodafone's 45% stake in the leading U.S. cell phone operator. The buyer has been trying to get full control over the business for years, and Vodafone has been interested in getting out for about the same amount of time. A willing buyer plus a willing seller usually equals a quick deal. Why has it taken this long for these partners to figure out what to do? Well, because Verizon Wireless is an extremely valuable business. It's one of the two dominant mobile phone carriers in this country, along with AT&T. Setting a price on something that big can be tricky, and there were tax and financing issues to work through. As it turned out, the transaction is one of the biggest deals in recent memory, and it's happening now because each side has strong incentives to reach an agreement. Verizon CEO Lowell McAdam is arranging about $61 billion in loans to fund the cash portion of the price tag. As the deal's Chris Nolte reports, interest rates are still low enough to make loans of that size reasonably easy to swallow. But rates have been moving higher, and the noises coming from the Fed recently suggest they might get too high for a deal of this magnitude. For its part, Vodafone has several reasons to get this whole thing over with right now. CEO Vittorio Calao has embarked on an acquisition program to add cable television assets in Germany, England, and New Zealand. The thinking here is that the future of the business lies in being able to offer phone, TV, and internet services in a single package. As Chris notes, the huge check from Verizon will give Calao an unmatched war chest to carry out his plans. But Chris also points out that there's a new player in the U.S. market who Calao might not want to tangle with. That would be Masayoshi Son, the CEO of SoftBank. 7 years ago, Vodafone gave up on Japan after SoftBank ramped up competition there and pushed prices down. Son has now turned his attention to America, buying a controlling stake in Sprint Nextel and Clearwire. Given his history, Son's interest is likely to turn the U.S. market into a much more hostile environment for wireless carriers. And for Calao, being a minority owner in those circumstances would be extremely frustrating. But once the sale to Verizon closes, the Vodafone chiefs can just tune it all out. In New York, this is Jeff Kanige for The Deal.